Would you review this and give it your sign of approval? Huh, seriously? You're pushing more documents for me to go through 2 days in a row? You could at least polish it up before asking for my approval.
Is it really okay for him to just skip approving that document?
Well... I'm Keiichi Sato. I'm part of the sales team at Tokimeki Beer Corp.
Sorry, I totally dumped this on you, Keiichi.
No worries at all. I had some extra time anyways, and I was already heading back to the sales team. I'll run it by Yusaku, our department head. This is Yui Hirano, and she's part of the product development team here at Tokimeki Beer Corp. Hey Yusaku, would you review this and give it your sign of approval? Huh, seriously? You're pushing more documents for me to go through 2 days in a row? You could at least polish it up before asking for my approval. Wait, what? Look, I've got a meeting coming up and I'm super busy right now. Later. Oh right, Keiichi forgot to bring this up. The team at the taste testing event needs more hands. Head over there and give them a hand. Oh, got it. Everyone else is really busy. You're the only one not totally swamped anyway. All right, well, I'm counting on you. Gotcha. Sorry, Yui. I couldn't get Yusaku to approve it.
Oh wait, seriously? But wouldn't it be a problem if he didn't give his approval?
Well... The next day, after Yusaku passed on signing the approval document... Alright, that wraps up today's board meeting.
Hold on a minute. At our last meeting, we approved the new product proposal's confirmation document, but I still haven't seen the official paperwork. What's going on, Yusaku?
Huh? What are you talking about, Tomohiro? We're talking about a new project pitch. Isn't that your department's responsibility? You guys are supposed to draft those approval requests, aren't you?
Yeah, you're right. That's why our team drafted it and passed it to Keiichi. He should have brought it to you to get the green light.
Say what?
Since our department was swamped, we got Keiichi to hand it to you personally. It was his idea to begin with, and I figured he could also explain all the specifics to you. Didn't he hand it to you yesterday?
Well...
Look, this project could actually lead to a second and third evolution of our project. You realize how damaging it is to stall the approval process and postpone the launch, right?
What the heck is going on here? I'm so sorry about this, Nobuyuki. There must have been a mix-up between me and Keiichi. I'll get on it right away.
Yeah, please do. If we drag this out, our whole project schedule is going to be a disaster. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, got it. After that embarrassing scene, Yusaku returned to the sales department feeling super awkward. But, hey, Keiichi, what in the world was that approval document you put on my desk yesterday? Care to explain? What? Oh, the approval document is this here. Seriously, you should have mentioned up front that this was a crucial document for approval. I just assumed it was some regular pitch or whatever. I'm sorry about that. And why the hell are you credited with kicking off this whole project? New product planning falls under the product development department, not us on the sales team. Yeah, but I actually grew up in the same hometown as Tomohiro from product development, and I pitched him on making a craft beer from our local special fruit.
The idea really clicked with Tomohiro, so he chose to go with that. Then he got Keiichi to help out with drafting the proposal.
And you didn't think to loop me in on this? How come? No, I actually did tell you. I told you that because my idea was chosen. I'd be at product development having meetings and putting together proposals. Wait, what? You did? Hold up. Now that I think about it, he did say he was going to the product development department. I just figured he was going there for some little help or something. Anyway, the proposal got approved at the meeting. Tomohiro drew up the approval paperwork and I brought them by for your sign-off. I see. I got the situation now. Fine. Hand it over. I'll sign off on it. All right.
Hold it right there.
Tomohiro, what's the problem?
Keiichi is going to take over as the sales rep for this project instead of you, Yusaku.
What? Why?
You're getting pulled from this project, Yusaku.
Excuse me? No way, that's not happening. Keiichi isn't experienced enough. You even brought up in the meeting that this idea had the capacity for additional products, like a second or third release.
Yeah, that's true.
Then, I'm clearly the right sales rep for this. Keiichi can tag along, sure, but I'm leading the sales side of it. That shouldn't be an issue, should it?
Actually, Nobuyuki himself issued this command for the change.
Wait, what? Nobuyuki did?
Yusaku, you're not taking this project seriously. It's a major issue when you don't even know what your own team member is working on. And you can't just write that off as a simple mix-up.
Well...
And to completely dismiss a document your own team member handed you without so much as a look is basically irresponsible. Many would absolutely consider that neglecting your duties. We can't afford that from a legal and compliance standpoint. Which is why the CEO made the call to switch the sales rep for this project to Keiichi. Honestly, you should consider yourself lucky this is the only consequence you're facing.
Fine. Oh, crap. If Keiichi had just communicated better about that document and kept me updated, I wouldn't be in this mess.
We used to promote our new product with your sales department. But from now on, the product development department will mostly handle its promotion. We'll take the lead and also support and check in with Keiichi. Got it?
Alright, got it. Just be sure to look after Keiichi well. Now, if you'll excuse me, Keiichi has zero experience with projects like this, so there's no way he'll succeed. Hey, Yuto. I'll be leading the beer garden project happening on top of Day's department store.
Wait, what? Seriously?
Yeah, I'm free now. It's a small event, but I need a quick victory. Hitting a sales record at this beer garden project could totally turn my reputation around. A few days later, the product development department held a meeting about the new product launch.
Keiichi, do you know what our first move should be?
Well, we'll have to negotiate with the grocery store partners about where our products sit and any event inside their stores. This means getting a list of stores, setting up meetings, and figure out our visiting schedule, right?
Yep, you're spot on.
I typically handle the product data sheets for our grocery store negotiations. So I'll whip those up again this time.
Great, thanks.
For us to prove this project's on schedule and things are going well, a couple of things are super important. One is getting more shelf room than we did last time. The other is getting additional stores lined up to host taste testing events.
Got it. And yeah, because our promo display count depends on how much shelf room and how many events we manage to confirm, we better nail those down quickly, right?
Exactly.
Oh, that reminds me. A store manager once told me our in-store advertising displays were too large, and it'd really help if we made them a bit smaller. They said they jutted out from the shelves and were a hassle to deal with.
I see. Our marketing team handles that stuff, and since they're already designing the posters and displays, we can just ask them to adjust the sizes as well.
Good idea. I'll run it by the store managers when I head over for negotiations, just in case.
Perfect. Oh, and don't forget, we've also got press release stuff with PR coming up.
Man, there's a lot to do.
Hey, it could be worse. For now, we're just introducing the new product in Tokyo with a limited release.
True. And if sales go up here, we can expand nationwide. We can maybe even launch a second and third product line. So let's crush this.
Right.
By the way, Yusaku said you're inexperienced, but honestly, for a first-timer, you're doing really well at this project.
What?
You understand the project's broad scope, you're aware of your specific duties, and you genuinely take in the feedback from on-site. Not everyone can pull that off.
No way, I've still got a long way to go.
I think you should give yourself more credit, Keiichi. I've always thought you had it in you.
Oh, you think so too, Yui?
Yeah, this is your chance to finally show what you can do. Let's totally get results and prove Yusak wrong together.
You're right. I'll give it everything I've got. And a month later...
Hey Yusaku, For the rooftop beer garden project, aren't we putting more people on staff this year? The crew working there already told us they're short on hands.
Yeah, but we've always managed it with the same amount of staff. Maybe they're just not feeling like working as hard this time and are trying to take it easy.
No, this year's different. The food and deli section in the department store's basement is hosting a special event too, so we're expecting a much bigger crowd than usual at the event.
Yeah, but bringing in extra staff for the event means bigger payroll expenses. Plus, there's no promise our sales will cover these costs. I think it's a bad call to just keep bringing in more people.
You do have a point there, but if we can't handle the workload because we don't have enough people, that's equally problematic. Also, did we scale back on posters and signs compared to last year's numbers?
Yep, those expenses were draining our budget way too fast. Besides, Day's department store already takes care of their own advertising, so we just gotta do the bare minimum.
I see how it is, but cutting costs isn't the only thing that matters. If this event goes sideways, it's on us. I mean, seriously, what right does he have to make fun of Keiichi when he's managing the project like this?
Meanwhile,
Hey, Keiichi! Great news. We convinced nearly all the grocery stores to give us more shelf room, and our taste testing events are now 1.5 times what they were last time. That's incredible.
yeah, I'm glad we managed to top our last launch.
The next thing we need to do is finalize the shipping plan and organize getting all the promotional displays out.
Got it. The days flew by in a blur, until finally it was the day before the big product launch. But
Keiichi, we've got a huge problem. Several grocery stores just reached out and our latest product hasn't arrived yet.
say what? What do you mean?
I already reached out to the shipping company, and it looks like they mixed up the timing and set the delivery for tomorrow instead of today.
Tomorrow? But that's way too late.
Uh-oh, this is bad. This has never happened before.
Whoa, Yuto, what are you doing here?
Keiichi, do you have the document that lists the first quantities ordered by every grocery store?
Yeah, it's right here.
I knew it.
What do you mean?
Alright, these 4 stores here. If you get in touch with them and ask, they should be able to pass along some of their stock to other grocery stores.
Hold on, what? What do you mean by that? Those are all completely different grocery chains.
Yeah, but those first stores always keep more stock than the others. When their related stores get low on stuff, they pull from these locations. It seems like that's already happening, so it should be okay.
I see. That makes sense.
But before you call them, confirm with the shipping company and find out exactly what time tomorrow each shipment is supposed to arrive and where. Once you have those details, you can then talk it over with the 4 stores. That should stop it from becoming a major issue.
Thanks so much, Yuto. But why are you helping me? Honestly, I thought you didn't really like me.
Come on, you gotta help out a teammate when they're struggling. That's just how it is. Plus, I never hated you. I honestly just had no idea you were so good at what you do.
What?
And, well, think of this as me making up for blindly believing whatever Yusaku said about you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Keiichi, we shouldn't be talking about that right now. Don't you have other things to take care of?
Oh, right. Well, thanks again. Thanks to Yuto's quick thinking, the shipments were rearranged and everything made it to the stores just in time. The product launch went off without a hitch. Meanwhile, the company's big summer beer garden event also wrapped up successfully. But woohoo! We crushed sales records. Appreciate your support, Yuto.
It was nothing.
Huh? What's wrong? You don't look so happy.
No, it's not that. I really didn't expect Yusaku to be this awful.
1 month later, an emergency board meeting was held. Remind me again, why are we sitting in on this board meeting?
I have no idea. But hey, looks like Yuto's here too.
I'm here today to discuss whether Yusaku is actually fit to keep his role as the head of sales department.
Say what? What the heck is that supposed to mean?
Take a look here. These are the proposals from Keiichi in sales. And Yusaku turned down every single one. But when I gave them a real review, some of them were actually pretty impressive.
Wow, that's a lot of rejected proposals.
Yeah, Tomohiro actually came by and asked for all my proposals that got shut down recently. This totally explains why he wanted them.
And believe it or not, our rivals later used a few of the very same promotion methods detailed in Keiichi's proposals. And they were successful with them.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yes, Nobuyuki. Had we acted first, and had Yusaku actually reviewed Keiichi's proposals fairly, we could have made a major profit.
Oh, come on. You're only saying that because of hindsight.
So you're telling us you looked them over properly and still reject those ideas? Which basically means you can't recognize a good idea when it's right in front of you.
No, that's not what
I've also heard from employees that you evaluate proposals and ideas more by the person presenting them than by what's actually in them.
No, that's not true.
I see how it is. I was a bit skeptical of you during that most recent approval document mess too. I think I see the reason now.
Nobuyuki, this is all a huge misunderstanding.
There's additional information I need to report.
Huh?
At the last Beer Garden event with Day's department store, the project you led, we actually received some complaints from the on-site crew.
Complaints?
They told us a bigger crowd was expected this year compared to last year, and requested extra help. But you said no. Because of that, the crew got overloaded, details were overlooked, and we missed chances to make sales.
But come on, profits still hit a record high.
Plus, Day's department store told us they're reconsidering whether to host the event with us again next year.
Whoa, what? Why would they say that?
Because you heavily reduced the funds for ads. That made them think we weren't fully invested in this.
Excuse me?
To them, it seemed like we just figured they'd stick with our partnership no matter what, and host the event with us every year, even if we dramatically cut the advertising funds and labor expenses.
Yeah, honestly, if I were them, I'd feel the same way. Wait, hold up. Yuto, if you knew all this, why didn't you stop me?
That's because you were already rushing forward, trying to hide your blunder from the previous approval document issue. By the time I noticed, fixing it was out of the question.
I can't believe this.
And meanwhile, Keiichi's new product launch sales just blew past all previous company records. Failing to give such a talented person an opportunity, that's seriously messed up.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't believe it was his first big project. He made sharp decisions and kept everything rolling smoothly during the entire project.
Yui.
Plus, he actually listened to what we and the ground crew had to say. He's got that adaptability and quick decision-making skill. Just what you need in a leader. If you ask me, Keiichi seems way more cut out to be a department head than you ever were, Yusaku.
Whoa, hold on. Let's not get crazy here.
Do you seriously believe someone who doesn't recognize skill, shuts out opinions and ideas, and always puts himself first, should be in charge of a department?
Well,
You are definitely right. A real department head lifts up the whole team. If you can't evaluate people fairly, you really shouldn't be leading.
Wait, Nobuyuki, you're not serious.
Consider yourself demoted right this second, and a formal announcement will come later.
No way!
After that, I moved over to product development, and Yuto stepped in as the new head of sales, taking over from Yusaku. We also launched our first product nationwide, and the second phase got a green light. Yusaku, though, couldn't deal with getting demoted, so he left the company. Word around town is he's really struggling to find work these days. Oh, seriously, why the hell am I out here trying to get a job? As for Yui and I...
Keiichi, your very first project was a huge success. So, how about the two of us go celebrate?
Yeah. Absolutely.